Hi friends! Today's video is all about handbags and scents. So let's get into it. Hi friends! Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan. I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews. And today we are doing a tag video created by Mandy and Lori from Just One More Bag 01 and Smiling Cats Couture. It is a tag video in regards to picking 3 handbags and 3 scents that you combine together. So let's get into it. So I want to start off this video by saying I am in no way a fragrance connoisseur and my descriptions might not be the most accurate. However, I will put all of the descriptions of each of the fragrances towards the side of me so that way you can read it as you're watching. But I'm going to also do my very best to pair these fragrances with the handbag that I chose. Could be completely wrong, but this is what I think it is, so let's get into it. The first fragrance that I've picked is going to be my Afternoon Swim. This is from July of 2023, I think is when I first purchased this. And I wanted a nice summery fragrance at the time, and this has hints of like mandarin, an orange, ginger. I thought this would just be a really good summer scent. And I like to rotate between my scents so that way I'm not wearing the same one every single day. But the good thing about Louis Vuitton fragrances is they are refillable. So if I do end up finishing this bottle and I love it, I will refill it, which I have refilled it. That's why it's still fairly unused. I believe these bottles last me about a year or so each. So that way I'm always like now refilling them because I absolutely love these fragrances. So the bag that I decided to pair this with is going to be my Pochette Accessoires. I just recently purchased this one. This is from the 20th anniversary collection from the Murakami and Louis Vuitton collab. This was their newest addition to the bag. I don't believe they had the denim version of the cherries bag back in the day, but they did have the cherries collection. The reason why I decided to pair this with this bag is because I plan to try and styling this next summer, and because I feel like denim and this kind of bag is a very summery bag, and I absolutely love wearing this scent during the summer as well, just because it makes it feel a little bit more light and airy. So for the first pick, I decided to go with Afternoon Swim and my Pochette Accessoires. So the next fragrance that I've picked is going to be my Imagination fragrance. This one is low-key probably one of my more daily driver fragrances. I just purchased this bottle in 2025. As you can tell, it is from the Murakami collection. This one I absolutely love as a daily for trips to the office, just because you want to be more mindful when you go into the office space. You don't want to be overly scented. And what I love about this one is that it is very light scenting. So that way, when it gets layered on initially, it feels very strong, but throughout the day, it really does diminish. But you can still smell it very faintly, if that makes sense. That's one thing that I love about the Louis Vuitton fragrances is that they spray on very strong for the first like 30 minutes or so, but they start to incorporate with your body scents and they just become very faintly there, if that makes sense. So I usually pair this with my work bag. So the work bag that I tend to bring is a Speedy 30, and I've done a bunch of videos on this, so you'll know why I love it. It is so versatile. I have the strap as well, so I can wear it as a shoulder bag or crossbody, but it just fits all of my work essentials in there. However, if I do need to bring my laptop, it does not fit in here, but that's when I wear my work backpack. So I don't necessarily bring that one on a daily, but when I do need to bring my daily bag without my laptop, this is the one I go to. And last but certainly not least, probably my favorite fragrance in my collection, I suppose, is going to be the L'Immensité fragrance. I absolutely love, love, love this fragrance. This was my top contender. I'm so happy that I purchased this. It is a very strong fragrance, don't get me wrong, but I do receive the most compliments when I do wear it. And I usually wear this scent on like very special occasions, so like weddings or work parties or very like special occasions where you have to like dress up really nicely. Just because every time that I smell this fragrance, I always think of those like very, very formal occasions that I absolutely love dressing up for. And so, needless to say, I pair these with any of my evening bags or special bags. So, an example being my Port the Documents. This is probably my favorite pairing. What can I fit in here? Not much, but when I go to those very formal and special occasions, you're not really carrying much with you, anyways. So I absolutely love pairing my evening bags or really dainty bags with this fragrance just because I know it's going to be a good time and it just makes me feel really happy. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video, and thank you to Mandy and Lori for creating such a fun tag video. I will tag some creators down below that I would love to see their perspective on it, and I will also link Mandy and Lori's channels down below. With that being said, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.